Okay my friends, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Now, it has been a long time, just over a month since I posted the last video to this channel, and I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone for tuning in and checking that out. I did not expect that to go the way it did, and yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I'm just over the moon. If you want to carry on going, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Watch this video to the end because I'm excited about this one going out as well. Being the predictions for the Worlds is going to be something else. Again, I just want to say a massive thank you because that is the biggest video I've produced on this channel, and it's all thanks to you guys for checking it out. I know it's interesting, it's something people want to know about, and I'm hoping this does the same. So I am going to simulate the World Championship of Darts through the My Darts Coach app or simulator online. The link should be on the bottom of the screen and it'll be in the description as well if you want to try this out for yourselves. But without any further ado, let's get in to simulating 2025 World Championship of Darts. I'm really excited about it this year. I don't know about you guys, but here is what we're going through. A very big list all the way from round one to the finals through the My Darts Coach app. Treacle or Joe? I'm gonna go with the Frenchman. Nick Kenny. I've got to go with Nick Kenny. Welsh representation. And the way he played against Michael Smith in Players Championship after being called up a couple of hours before was fantastic. Jermaine Wattermain has got to make it through there, and Wesley has got to make it through there. Suter, got to be Suter. Razma or Kist? Ooh, I'm gonna go with Razma. Don't know if that was the right idea, but I'm going for Razma. Connor Scott or Ben Robb? Connor Scott is going through. Luke Woodhouse, can't see anything other than that. Ryan Meikle and Fallon Sherrock. Fallon Sherrock. I keep saying that wrong every single time. But what do you guys think? I do believe that Sherrock will make it through to the second round. After Ian White's performance against MVG, I can't see him not qualifying. Ryan Joyce had an amazing year, he's going through. Sulovic, Matt Campbell, tough one. Sulovic or Matt Campbell? Let's go with Sulovic. Scott Williams, sorry, gotta be Scott Williams. Absolutely in love with, well, since the last Worlds, I've really become a massive Scott Williams fan. I'd say I'm in love with him. Boy's got a good walk-on song, you know, channels with the inner emo in myself. Petretsko should beat Chen Zhong, and Petretsko Jan van Veen in 64. Cameron Menzies, I hope Cameron Menzies gets through. He's been playing fantastic. Hopefully he can control his nerve when he gets into the game and his emotions, because I think that's what's really getting to him at the moment and letting him down. Lukeman, can't see past that. Dotes, can I see Dotes to win? Noah Lynn? That's a tough one, and I think Noah Lynn is going to get through that game. Venstra, yeah, it's got to be Venstra there. Burton, yeah, Stephen Burton, fellow GDL player, he's got to do it, sign up to the GDL. You won't regret it next year. It's going to be absolutely outstanding. I got to go with Rhys Griffin as well. Mickey Mansell, yeah, definitely Mickey Mansell. Hempel or this one, Hempel. Right. Kim Hybricks or Keen Barry? I want to see Keen Barry win this, but I think Humphreys is going to take it. Wesley Nineman, yeah, there's no way past that. James Harrell, Jim Long. To face Van Gogh in. It's a good one. I'm going to go with Jim Long, Chris Ladman and Locke. I'm terrible with names and I've got one of the worst. Locke Yin Lee. I'm going to go with Chris. Chad? Chris. Why did I call him Chad? Why did I go to call him Chad? Jeffrey DeGraff going through there. Got to support Jim Williams to get through against Ross Smith. Ricky Evans, I'd love to see him have a good run. And Robert Owen, got to be done. Last page of the 128. Dylan, I'd love to see Dylan go through. Will William take over though? Dylan, we'll go with Dylan. And I'd love to see Callan Rids get through with it. So, top of the 64. Humphreys against Tricol. It's got to be Humphreys. I could see Nick Kenny getting past Raymond van Barneveld. I keep saying Van Barneveld for some reason. Jermaine Watermaina, I reckon he'll get past James Wade. And I think Wesley will get past Peter Wright. Bunting and Suter, tough game. Got to go with Bunting. And I've got to go with Dirk van Dijvenbode against Razma. Damon Hetta, Connor Scott, hell of a game. That'd be hell of a game. But I've got to go with Hetta. Luke Woodhouse and Mike Tedeka. Got to be Mike Tedeka. Littler Sharrock. Sorry Sharrock. I'd love to see Sharrock do over Littler, but I'd also love to see Littler win. So we're going with Littler. And I mean Littler win the entire thing. Richie Edhouse, Ian White. I'm going with Ian. Danny Noppert, Ryan Joyce. Got to go with Danny Noppert there. And Ryan Searle. Rob Cross and Scott. Got to be Scott again. He done it last year, you can do it again. Van Veen and Petretsko. Got to be Van Veen. It's got to be Van Veen. He's in absolutely incredible form. Menzies. I can see Menzies getting past Aspinall. Aspinall's having a tough time at the moment. Gilding and Lukeman. Love to see Gilding get through, but I think it's Lukeman. Michael Smith should fly through there. Ratajski should get past Venstra. Should. Might not, but should. Chris Dobie, Stephen Burton. And you know what? I'm going to go with Stephen Burton, but the GDL boy. Dobie's been he's been struggling as well. He's a brilliant player, but what is going on at the moment? Josh Rock, Reese Griffin. Sorry, Reese. It's got to be Josh Rock there. Johnny Clayton, Mickey Mansell. Going to be a tough one, but I think Johnny will get through. Daryl Gurney and Hempel. I think Daryl Gurney will get through, even though I'd rather Hempel get through. Gezi Price, Kim Hybricks. That's going to be an explosive game. Brian going with Gezi. Joe Cullen, Wesley Nyman. I'm going to go Wesley Nyman on that one. Van Gerwen, Jim Long. It's got to be Van Gerwen. Doland. Gary Anderson and DeGraff. Got to be Gary Anderson, playing amazing darts this year. Can't fault what he's doing at all. Ross Smith and Jim Williams. Love to see Jim get through, but the way Ross can play and did play at the Players' Championship, it's hard to see past Ross Smith. Chizzy and Ricky. I'm going to go with Ricky. Clemens and Robert. I'm going to go with Rob. Big Robber wins, mate. Big Robber win, not a wins. Dimitri Vandenberg is going to be Dylan, and I can see Martin Schindler doing over Callan Rids. Last 32 then, the crunch, the business end. So, I am going with Humphreys, Watermaina, Van Dijvenbode, and Hetta and Tedeka. Ooh, Mike Tedeka. Little Ernie and White. can't see past the Luke Littler, but they not at all. And do you know what? I think Ryan Searle could do over Danny Noppert in that match if it was to happen. Scott Williams and Van Veen. I'd love for it to be Van Veen, but I can see Scott Williams having a hell of a run again this year. And Luke will see out Cameron Menzies in the last 32. Michael Smith against Ratajski. It's got to be Smithy. And Josh Rock against Burton. I think Josh Rock would just get over, but I'd much rather it be Stephen, but Josh Rock is going. Johnny Clayton has to be Daryl Gurney. Has to. It's got to be Johnny Clayton. And I think Gezi will struggle against Wesley Nyman, but I think he'll just get through and make it a difficult last 16 for me to pick. Michael Smith will beat Dolan. Maybe, maybe not, but it's that time of the year where Michael Smith does magical things. Gary Anderson will play outstanding against Ross Smith. Ricky Evans will beat Robert Owen, and Schindler Vandenberg. Going with Schindler on that one. Okay, last 16, page 1 of 2. Humphries will do over Walter Maynard. Dirk van Dijvenbode will beat Mike Tedeka. Luke Littler will beat Ryan Searle. And Scott Williams will beat Martin Lukeman. Michael Smith, can't see past Michael Smith at the moment. And the tough one, Johnny Clayton, Gerwin Price. I think Gezi Price would do over Johnny, but unfortunately, that's a tough one for me. Gary and Van Gerwen. Gary Anderson will do out Van Gerwen, but and Schindler will do out Ricky Evans. So, last 8. Here we go, business end. Wow. I'd love for it to be Dirk van Dijvenbode. He had a great game against Humphries in the semi-finals of the Players' Championship, but just couldn't see it out. But he's going to do it this time. I'm telling you that now, he's getting into the last 4. Sorry Scott, but Luke Littler takes over by and Gezi Price beats Michael Smith as revenge for beating Gezi in the final in the Premier League in Cardiff this year. So Gezi Price is in the last 4. That'll bring up the Gary Anderson to beat Martin Schindler, and then semi-final time. So let me know your predictions for the final in the comments. Do you have any of these 4 players that I've got in your last 4 selection? I've got Dirk van Dijvenbode, Luke Littler, Gezi Price and Gary Anderson. And I can see it happening. I would love to see it happen. And we will come back when we're at the last 16. No, the last 32. We'll do another one of these videos when we're at the last 32, and we'll see just how it all panned out and what the difference is towards the end. So, in the final, it will be Luke Littler, Gary Anderson. Imagine. In the final, I don't know if I can do a poll in the comments, but who would win this final, Luke Littler or Gary Anderson? The game these two played a couple of weeks ago in the semi-final should have been the final. It was outstanding. It was one of the best game of darts I've seen in a long time. It was back and forth. Gary was taking over, then Littler was taking it back, and it was absolutely fantastic. But I have always said for the last 2.5, 3 years that Luke Littler would be a world champion before he was 20. So I'm going to crown Luke Littler the winner of the 2025 World Championship of Darts, and it could go another way depending on the last 4, but this is my prediction. This is how I feel it's going to pan out, and with my impeccable darts knowledge, as a lot of you know by following me on Twitter, this is going to be it. Luke Littler is going to win. and that's how he's going to do it. He's going to beat Sherrock, Ian White, Ryan Searle, Scott Williams, Dirk van Dijvenbode and Gary Anderson in the finals. Whew, that is one hell of a draw. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Head over to my darts coach, do the simulator, and let me know in the comments who you think is going to win the 2025 World Championship of Darts. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, and that was the goal by the end of this year. So we've got a lovely little Christmas period coming up, lots of darts. About 2 weeks now until this all kicks off, and I am very, very excited. I've got a couple more videos to come in December, but enjoy the darts, look after yourselves, look after your families, Merry Christmas and all that jazz. I know it's only the first and you've only had your first piece of chocolate out of your advent calendar, but have a good Christmas, have a happy new year, peace out, stay safe, and as always, keep them sharp.